Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I am Helen. Hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel. Does sister wives Robyn alienate Kody's kids and exes who aren't in the core family? She may not even realize she's doing it. Kody Brown complained in the most recent episode that his exes were calling him a piece of trash because everyone was so defensive, which affected his relationships with his former wives and their children. But maybe Robyn Brown's really the catalyst for all of this discord. The thing is, Robyn's got Kody under her thumb. She really understands him, knowing exactly how to give him what he needs. She's the power behind the throne, wanting Kody all to herself. As the newest episode shows, Kody's happiest when he's around Robyn. He visibly relaxes, cheering up. He seems younger and more hopeful. That's the power of love. When he and Robyn were building a makeup table for their daughter, Ariella Mae Brown, whom Kody describes as expressive and his mini-me, Robyn didn't enjoy being his beautiful assistant, but Kody obviously loved having her there. Kody puts his wife on a pedestal, to the point that he's almost a hopeless romantic. That's sweet, but it gives Robyn so much control over him. He is truly putty in her dainty hands. Kody wants to please Robyn. Kody's starting to understand his role in things in Sister Wives Season 19, and it's nice to see this kind of maturity. It's actually surprising to see Kody taking so much accountability for the problems with his exes, which have impacted the children he shares with those women. He's accepting of the fact that he lashed out in the heat of the saying he never loved those women when it just wasn't true. He wasn't the only one who was lashing out. In divorce situation, most people behave badly. Peaceful divorce is rare. It's a severing of a very deep tie, and that means pain, confusion, and rage. To be truly amicable is noble, like Gwyneth Paltrow's infamous conscious uncoupling. But there's something almost passionless about the friendly divorce. So it's not surprising that most splits are marked by psychologically damaging flurries of angry calls and texts, and a sense of devastation and disbelief. This is just the way of the world. That's women who may put him down in front of his own children, even if they didn't doing that. He knows this could be happening, and this makes him paranoid. It doesn't help. The sad reality is that the women are with those kids more. A lot more. They are putting in the work to be there, so maybe their words have more weight. And then there's Robyn, always by his side, pushing a core family narrative that is frankly crass and offensive. This kind of stuff just keeps the bad blood pumping. The heated anger and festering resentment can never melt away when the flames are constantly being stoked by a perennially passive-aggressive Robyn. Sure, she's in the core family with her kids, but why does she have to separate one group of children from another? Kody and Robyn have a cozy nest, and their interactions with their kids are normal, healthy, and happy. They love each other. Sometimes it seems like Kody loves more, but that's not uncommon either. That kind of imbalance can be dangerous. At their Valentine's dinner, Robyn dressed in red, but there wasn't really a loving light in her eyes until she opened Kody's presents. Pretty earrings and a pendant featuring, as Kody put it, possible debts. Robyn blew $70K on dolls with Peyton and Gabrielle Brown and other Brown children, and exes who are so mistrustful that they threatened to lawyer up so they didn't feel ripped off when Coyote Pass sold. Kody did redivide the Coyote Pass land before selling it, possibly caving into Janelle and Mary's demands. Maybe he did it from the goodness of his heart. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. Actions say more than a flood of words ever can. The money in their pockets, $375,000, means more than a compliment that might not even ring true. What people do reveals their character, not what they say. Robyn has often said one thing and done another. She talked about loving the whole family and treasuring polygamy, but secretly wanted monogamy. She played the caring stepmother, but separated Kody from his older kids at Christmas. She befriended Mary, but froze her out after she left Kody, never keeping her promise to go visit her. With Robyn, words and actions don't always agree, and the exes and their kids can feel the cognitive dissonance. Kody Brown is a remarkably romantic man. He is not jaded to the extent that he doesn't consider his partner a perfect princess. He is still deeply in love with this woman. If she wants a core family, she gets it. But there's always a price to be paid. Everything people take in life can be negative if they don't give as much as they take. Kody seems to be coming to terms with this, showing real progress, but Robyn may not be at the same plateau of self-awareness. When it comes to his relationships with his kids, Robyn's his biggest roadblock, even if he doesn't see it that way. The best thing he can do is try to build bridges on his own, without her in the picture. His kids can spend time with him. He and Robyn don't always have to be a package deal. Letting him strengthen those precious and beautiful bonds before they are permanently broken, that will prove that she really loves him. That's what he really needs, the freedom to try and fix things without the usual interference. Hopefully, his sister wives queen can understand this. Sister wives. Christine refuses to join Janelle and Mary in final swipe at Kody. Christine Brown's refusal to follow Mary Brown and Janelle Brown in a move they're making against Kody Brown spiked the fans' interest. Despite Christine being the first wife to walk out on Kody, she refuses to join Mary and Janelle to make it a trio of swipes aimed at the once shared husband. Sister wives. Mary Brown washes Kody Brown out of her hair. Mary and Janelle Brown got together for a chat out on Coyote Pass. The topic was Kody Brown and Robyn Brown, and that's when Mary Brown brought up the last step she took to sever ties with Kody. Mary told Janelle she went for a spiritual release from her broken marriage to Kody, and Mary explained why she felt she had to do it. The original first wife didn't need the release to date or get remarried again if she wanted. But as she told Janelle, Mary did it for her own sake and well-being. Mary's talk about a spiritual release seemed to light a spark in Janelle. The once second wife of the sister wives brood seemed very interested in getting a spiritual release from Kody after hearing what Mary had to say. So Mary offered to go with her for support, having been there and done that already. Not easy for Mary or Janelle Brown. This was a big move for Mary Brown, as just asking the church for a spiritual release comes with no guarantee that you'll get it. So, Mary went into it with hopes for the best, and thankfully, it worked. She got rid of the spiritual marriage tie with her ex-sister wife's husband. And now Janelle also looks at severing that last tie between her and Kody Brown. If you didn't know this, in the LDS church, after you marry, you get sealed in a special ceremony that guarantees you'll be together in the afterlife for all eternity. And in their offshoot LDS sect, even if you divorce your spouse, legally or spiritually, even if you remarry, even if you despise them, they'll be your partner in the afterlife if you don't get that seal released. So, it's a big deal to them culturally. So, Mary got hers, Janelle's planning to get a release, and that leads us asking, what about Christine Brown? She's sealed to Kody and now married to David Woolley. Sister wives, Kody's reputation tainted. If Janelle goes through with this, that leaves Christine and Robyn as the only wives who are still spiritually married to Kody. While Mary said this move wasn't payback, her release tainted Kody's reputation in their church. And this angered Kody, which just might be a bonus for the wives who felt pushed aside by Kody. The Apostolic United Brethren Church granted Mary the spiritual release from Kody on the grounds of abandonment. Some fans believe Mary knew right where to jab Kody, as it enraged the sister wives' patriarch. Now, Mary insists she didn't intend for Kody to take it like that. But fans say it feels like karma for Mary being rejected continually by Kody all these years. Despite his 3 wives, Christine, Janelle, and Mary, all walking out on him over the last 4 years, Kody still prides himself on being a good husband. But his ego's about to take another hit if Janelle follows through on getting her release. Christine Brown tagging along through eternity. So, what about Christine, as she was the first of the sister wives' spouses to jump ship and leave Kody? In an episode a while back, Christine Woolley made herself very clear on the subject of a spiritual release. Christine's take on this is, she no longer goes to this church, she no longer follows their doctrine, so she doesn't see the need for a spiritual release and is living happily with her new husband, David Woolley. Out of all Kody's wives, you might think Christine would be the first sister wife's spouse to request that release. Kody often mentions how Christine grew up as royalty within the Brethren Church. That's because her ancestors were there at the start of it all. Christine, like the rest of her family, is held in high regard within the fundamentalist Mormon offshoot, the AUB. Christine's grandfather founded the UAB. So, Kody's right about all that. Christine's father was also big in the UAB, which shaped her upbringing. Sister wives. David Woolley must know about Kody's ties to Christine in the afterlife. We've never seen David Woolley show any concern about the UAB or Christine being sealed to Kody for all eternity. And we've never seen him concerned about her getting a release. If you're a UAB true believer, you likely believe Christine won't be with David in the afterlife. Can you imagine how awful it would be for her? As far as the church rules go, she is sealed to Kody and Robyn through eternity. So, this means the eternal basement wife would be dragged along behind Kody and Robyn for time immemorial. While David's not into plural marriage and never has been, his sisters lived in polygamy. So, no doubt, even before he met Christine, David was aware of their beliefs about marriage and the afterlife. But it is likely his take on this spiritual release mirrors Christine's. Now back to Kody's ex-sister wives' spouses and them cutting ties in the here and now and the hereafter. We all know Janelle and Christine are besties, so if Janelle goes for a release, it may change Christine's mind, and she could ask for one too. Kody's fury offers bonus. The sister wives' patriarch's fury over the church labeling him an abandoning husband might actually entice Christine to consider it. She and David sometimes take jabs at Kody, like when they slammed Kody over his cruelty about Christine eating nachos when he thought she was too heavy. David and Christine also got together for a Skittles and beer diss to Kody. Since David and Christine started dating, we've seen them take some shots at Kody. And can you blame Christine? She also made it clear that David thinks Kody is a dumbass. So she has no problem hanging out with her hubby David and bashing Kody. But Sister Wives fans seem to be rooting for all three ex-wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine, to get releases from the church and leave Kody behind in every possible way. This is not only a slap at him, but also at Robyn. As of now, Kody said he doesn't want to live plural marriage again, but Robyn does. And if Kody was hit with 3 abandonment releases, that's not a good look if Robyn and Kody decided to shop for new sister wives down the road.